collections that is under unit 4. Okay, because I just want to discuss this unit 3 a bit later. Okay, after your midst. Okay, so now we are going to discuss a collections topic which is very important in terms of placement point of view. Okay, so listen very carefully, and also if you feel if it is important, you just make a note of it. You just make a running notes, like just make a note of it, one single statement at least. Okay, so that you can refer that notes later. Otherwise you will forget the concepts very easily. I am telling you, you will forget the concepts very easily. Today you will understand, tomorrow you will forget. Okay, so just make a note of it, whatever I am saying, if you feel that as an important point. Okay, so shall we start? Only 37 students joined so far. Okay, anyhow, let me share the screen. Yeah. Okay. Generally, before discussing, I just want to ask you, I just want to tell you what is a collection. What is a collection? Collection is generally this concept is introduced from Java JDK 1.2. JDK 1.2. This concept, collections concepts, concept was introduced. Okay, and collection is, I'm just telling you the definition kind of thing. Just revise what I'm saying. Okay, collection is a group of individual objects represented as a single unit. Collection is a group of individual objects represented as a single unit. Just think collection just like an array, but it is not an array. Just think like it is an array. Array is also a group of elements, no? But array holds index. Array holds index, but here we don't have index. Okay, it's a collection. It's a just like this. I'll draw. I'll draw. Suppose, look at this. Suppose this is a collections. Maybe this is a collection A. Here we have several objects. This is one object, and this is one object, and many objects. As many objects we can add to this collection, and this group of individual objects can be represented as a single unit. Single unit is a collection. Okay, that is what we are going to learn today. Okay, and here the advantage of the collections is, here algorithms are ready-madely available. There are set of algorithms which are readily available, so that you need not write all the algorithms for your functionality. Okay, suppose if you want to build a stack, if you want to build a stack, you need not write a function for the push operations. You need not write methods for the pop operations. You need not, because they are readily available in the stack collection. Okay, understood now? Understood what I'm saying? So that the algorithms are readily available. You just get them and you need to use in your program. That's it. Okay, so just have you should be very much intact with this collection, so your programming will be developed like anything. Okay, and collection framework, I just discussed collection. What is collection? Collection is a group of individual objects represented as a single unit. That is collection. Then what is collection framework? Collection framework which defines several classes and interfaces to represent a group of objects as a single unit. దీన్ని ఒక గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ ని ఒక సింగిల్ యూనిట్ గా రిప్రజెంట్ చేయడం కోసం మనకి ఏమున్నాయి, ఒక సెవెరల్ సెట్ ఆఫ్ క్లాసెస్ అండ్ సెవెరల్ సెట్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటర్ఫేసెస్. కెన్ యూ ఏబుల్ టు సీ ద స్క్రీన్? కెన్ యూ ఏబుల్ టు సీ ద స్క్రీన్? In the screen we have a set of classes and we have a set of interfaces. I just underline interfaces and classes. On my left side they are interfaces, on my right side they are classes. Are you able to see? Are you able to see the screen? Just a second. Yes, are you able to see the screen now? Right? Okay. Guys, listen very carefully. Listen very carefully. Each and every point is very important. So, this set of interfaces, by using this set of interfaces, just look at my mouse pointer. This set of classes, what I'll do, I'll make the individual objects as a single unit. Okay. So here the main thing is these collections are used for retrieving data from the databases, retrieving data from the files. Okay. In that situations, we can use these collections. And one more thing, guys, this one more thing, collections, it's a group of multiple concepts, and it is not allow, a collection does not allow primitives. A collection doesn't allow primitives, only it allows objects. Only it allows objects. If you want to add any primitive, then what you'll do? I'll look at your chat box. If you want to add any primitive, what will you do? What will you do? Just I said collection only allows objects, no? But I want to add some primitive. How can I add that? Very good. Make it as an object. How can I make it as an object? We have discussed some concept in unit 2 last. What is that? How can I make any primitive as an object? Suppose I have a integer x, int x. How can I make that as an object? Through what I can make? Guys, everybody has to respond, please. Of course, the concept is auto-boxing through wrapper classes. Did you remember? Wrapper classes. At least, can you able to recollect what we have discussed? What are the wrapper classes we have? What are the wrapper classes we have? Guys, did you forget? Because of the summer holidays, you might have forgot all these things. What are the wrapper classes we have? Very good, 6W. Integer, not int and float. They are primitives. 68, they are primitives. Int, float are primitives. Capital B Boolean, capital I integer, capital C character, capital B byte. Yes, they are what they are? Wrapper classes. Integer, short, Boolean, double, capital D double. Yes or no? So these are the wrapper classes which can make your primitives to the respective object. Okay, respective object. Very good, Padmashri. Very good. Yes, that's what. So by using these wrapper classes, I can just make your primitive as an object. Then I can able to add that. Then I can able to add. But fortunately, luckily, what we have, what concept we have, do I need to make that as an object? Do I need to convert that as an object? From Java 1.5, JDK 1.5, what we have? We have auto boxing. What is the concept of auto boxing? Automatically converts. Very good. It automatically, the primitive will be converted to an object when you are trying to add to a collection. Okay, when you are trying to add to a collection. Very good. So auto boxing and unboxing are automatically happen because of your compiler. Okay, that's it. So I'm just revising the things because I just want to know. Yes, programmer has to convert that. He has to do that job. After that, the compiler will do automatically. We need not do that. Okay. So here mainly here I'm coming back to the concept once again. Okay. Here in collections, mainly we can divide the three main groups of collections are, look at my pointer, just look at the mouse pointer. Collections is an interface, and the main group of they are divided into set, list, and map. Of course, queue, but it is not much important when compared to these things. Okay, list, set, map. Okay, I'll tell you. This entire thing is a hierarchy of interfaces. Guys, listen very carefully. On my left side, this entire tree hierarchy is a set of interfaces. Set of interfaces. What are the interfaces? Collection is an interface. Collection is an interface. And in collection, it is further extended to list interface, set interface, queue interface. List interface, set interface, and queue interface. And set is further extended to sorted set. And sorted set further is extended to navigable set. Guys, did you know the concept called, can I extend any interface? Can I make any parent and child relationship between interfaces? Can I do that? Can I do that or no? Yes, no, we can do, no. So suppose there is an interface called ATM. From that ATM, can I inherit that ATM to ATM 1? We can do, no. Yes, we can extend only interfaces. What do you say, Anil? I didn't get you. Only interfaces means I can extend interfaces. I can implement. A interface can extend it to another interface, and an interface can be implemented to another class, implemented by another class. Did you understand the relationship? Okay, interface ni inkoka interface loki I can able to extend. That is, I can make the parent interface and child interface. At the same time, I can implement the interface through the class. Through the class implements. I can use the keyword called implements. Did you understand that relationship? Did you understand both the relationships? Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay, interface ni I can extend to another interface. A interface can be implemented by another class. Suppose look at this figure. List extends collection. Set extends collection. Okay, because they are interfaces. The set, complete set is an interface set. Okay, understood, no? Understood, right? Now on my left side, I have a set of classes. Generally, if you have only interfaces, is that enough? If only interfaces unte, is that okay? Is your job is going to be fulfilled? No. What you need to have along with the interfaces, you need to have some of the set of classes which implements your interface. Yes or no? Did you agree with my statement? Yes or no? Yes. Look at this. Look at the things. Suppose a collection. Collection is implemented by abstract collection. Look at the mouse pointer where I am pointing to. Collection interface which can implemented by abstract collection. There is an abstract list. Look at the mouse pointer. I'll use this, no? Anyhow, I'll use this. There is an abstract list which can implements list interface. Understood? Which can implement list interface. But abstract list is an abstract list. Abstract. It is a type of abstract. So what you will have? What you need to say? You need to further. Suppose if there is any abstract class, can I create any object for that? Can I directly create any object for that? What I can do? Em cheyagalanu nenu? I can extend that abstract class to its child class. Yes or no? Here that's what they have done. Abstract list is further extended to abstract sequential list. Abstract sequential list is further divided into linked list. So ultimately, what is your implementation of your list interface? What is your implementation of your list interface? Linked list. Very good. Exactly. Linked list is extended from the abstract sequential list, extended from the abstract list, and implements list interface. In the same way, look at that. Look at that. Array list. I am talking about array list right now. Array list is extended from abstract list and implements. And implements. What is that? What is that? List interface. Very good. Very good. So list interface lo ఏవైతే మెథడ్స్ ఉన్నాయో some of the methods may be అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ లిస్ట్ లో ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేసి ఉండొచ్చు. సపోజ్ లిస్ట్ లో ఒక 20 మెథడ్స్ ఉన్నాయి అనుకుందాం. ఆ 20 మెథడ్స్ లో ఒక 4-5 మెథడ్స్ కెన్ బి ఇంప్లిమెంటెడ్ ఇన్ అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ లిస్ట్ అండ్ ద రిమైనింగ్ సమ్ ఆఫ్ ది 4-5 methods will be implemented in abstract sequence list, and the remaining, what are all the leftover abstract methods will be implemented by your linked list. So completely, suppose there are 20 methods, these 20 methods can be implemented in all these classes. Will you agree with that? Even this also. Understood? Everyone? Understood? Yes or no? Did you understand? Whatever the classes which are implementing the list interface, that all those classes have to provide the implementation for the list interface methods. If some of the methods are abstract, అంటే కొన్ని మెథడ్స్ ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేస్తుంది, కొన్ని ఇంకా అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ గా ఉండిపోయినాయి అనుకోండి, అప్పుడు ఎవరు ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయాలి? The extended class, the child has class to provide the implementation. The child class has to provide the implementation for the remaining abstract methods. Understood, everybody? Did you understand my concept? Understood or not? Only Anil understood. Padma Shurya also. Is there any? I just because this concept you need to understand. You need to grasp what exactly there. Okay. Is there anybody? Only 4-5 people are responding. There are 45 students right now in the room, Google room. What about everybody? I'll just ask randomly, then only you will answer. Clear, Jagadish, okay? Still anybody, can you able to please turn on your cameras? 6A. Who is 6A? 6A. Guys, these concepts are very much important even at the time of, even in FS also they are very important. If you couldn't understand very clearly right now, it is very difficult for you at the time of your finishing school. Okay, so please make the concepts clear itself. Satvika, okay. Is there anyone who is 6A? 6A, can you please respond? 6A. Okay, Dharantej, okay. And so did you understand? Suppose list అనే ఇంటర్ఫేస్ లో ఒక 20 మెథడ్స్ కనుక ఉంటే అందులో ఉన్న కొన్ని మెథడ్స్, some of the methods can be implemented by abstract. What is that? Abstract list, and some of the methods are implemented by abstract sequential list. Why did I say abstract? Can you please tell me? ఎందుకు నేను అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేశాను? Some of the methods I didn't give implementation for the some of the methods. కొన్ని మెథడ్స్ కి లిస్ట్ లో ఉన్న కొన్ని మెథడ్స్ కి నేను ఏం చేశాను, నేను ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ ఇవ్వలేదు. సో దట్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ దట్ ఐ జస్ట్ డిక్లేర్ దట్ యాజ్ అన్ అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ లిస్ట్. Because of that it is an abstract list. And why this abstract sequential list? Is it abstract? Because it is some of the methods even in linked list are still abstract. I didn't provide, even they are empty. And what is this linked list? In linked list I just provide the implementation for all the methods which are there in list. So by this I need not make linked list as abstract. It is a concrete class. Understood, guys? Understood? Yes. That's what. And Today, now look at the set. Set is an interface. Set is an interface which is implemented by. Which is implemented by. Can you please tell me? Set is an set is an interface which is implemented by. Which is implemented by abstract set, and abstract set is further extended to hash set and tree set, and hash set is further extended to linked hash set. Okay, did you understand the link between them? Understood now? Suppose there is queue. Suppose there is queue. Queue is an interface which is implemented by. Which is implemented by abstract queue. Very good. Which is implemented by abstract queue, and abstract queue further extended to priority queue. Okay. And there is DQ, and there is queue which is extended from this queue. That is, DQ is also an interface. This DQ is implemented by. This DQ interface is implemented by. Abstract DQ. Yes. Okay. Abstract DQ. And very good. It's an abstract DQ. Okay. And I am just talking about the map right now. Hope you understand what is list, and how it is implementing, and what is queue. And what is this map is? Map is a separate collection. Map is a separate collection which is not extended from your collection. మ్యాప్ అనేది ఒక సెపరేట్ కలెక్షన్. ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఎక్స్టెండింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ యువర్ కలెక్షన్ ఇంటర్ఫేస్. Collection interface. So that map is generally, map is having key value pairs. Key value pairs. What is key value pairs? Key value pairs. Key value. Suppose there is a dictionary. Array or abstract. Abstract. Sorry, it's an abstract. Okay, right. It's an abstract DQ, guys. Okay. Okay. Understood? Understood now? Guys, it's not array DQ, it's abstract DQ. I need to change it. Just a second. Just a second. I'll change. Guys, it's an abstract DQ, it's not an array DQ. Please make a note of it. It's an abstract DQ. Okay? Okay? Understood now? Now. And I'm talking about map right now. Map maintains what I said. Map contains what I said. Map contains what I said. Map consists of what type of values? Key value pairs. Very good, Abhinav. Very, very good. So key value pairs, what exactly key value pairs? Suppose if you come across with any dictionary, okay, any dictionary, then in dictionary, what you will find? There is a word and respective meaning of that word. Yes or no? The word is the key and the meaning is a value. Understood now? That's what. That type of things will be implemented. That type of applications can be do with your map interface. And map interface is implemented with hash table and properties. Map interface is implemented with hash table and properties. We'll talk that later. So I don't want to confuse right now. Just leave that. Just remember, map contains key value pairs. The data is the type of data the map is storing is key value pairs. Okay, that's it. That's it. Understood now? Understood now, everyone? So list interface is implemented by this set of classes. Okay, and set interface is implemented by this set of hash set and linked hash set and tree set. And queue is implemented by an abstract queue and priority queue. And DQ is implemented by abstract DQ. Understood now? Did everybody understood this? These are the interfaces and these are the respective classes. Right. Very good. So generally, set list map. Just keep in your mind set list and map. Okay. These are the major groups of the collections. Set, list, map are the major groups of the collections. These are three interfaces. And one thing I just want to tell you is a set doesn't contain duplicate values, duplicate element. A set doesn't contain any. Suppose there is a set. This is suppose there is a collection. This is a set collection. This is set one. Maybe set one. This is set one. Okay. In this set one, suppose I can say A is an object, B is an object, C is an object, but I cannot say again A is an object. I cannot add A again to the set one because A is the duplicate value. Yes or no? A already there. So I couldn't add A again to this set. Okay. Set always maintains unique values. Only one point you need to remember, set always maintains unique values. It doesn't allow duplicates. Understood now? Guys, understood? Understood or not? Everyone? Yes. And one more point I just want to add to this, that is set is an unordered collection of elements. Set is an unordered collection of elements. Unordered means I cannot say A is first element, B is second element, C is second element. I cannot say. All are equal. There is no position. There is no position. There is no index. Because so that I cannot say, I cannot distinguish that is first element, second element, third element, etc. etc. All are equal. That is in its own order it is going to give you. Okay, understood now? Set is contains unordered collection of elements. Set contains unordered collection of elements. There is no element is higher than any other element. All are equal. Okay, there is no first element, second element. Understood now? We can implement this set interface using a class. Which class? Hash set and linked hash set. Just we will discuss about this, which is that hash set. Right now we want to discuss about hash set. Is that okay, guys? I want to implement this set. So which class I need to choose? Which class I need to choose? I want to implement the set interface, so that which class I need to choose? Abstract set. If I choose abstract set, what is going to happen, Anil? What is going to happen? Abstract set, there are some of the abstract methods. So I cannot create an object, no. So finally, what I have to choose? Very good, 69. What I need to choose? Hash set I need to choose, because hash set is a concrete class. It is not an abstract class. So that with this hash set, I can provide implementation for your set interface. Is that okay? Tree set and all we will discuss one by one. We will discuss one by one. What is concrete class means? The immediate class after the abstract class, which provides implementation for your abstract methods. అంటే ఈ అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ క్లాస్లో ఏవైతే ఈ అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ సెట్ అనే క్లాస్లో ఉన్న ఏవైతే అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ మెథడ్స్ ఉన్నాయో ఆ అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ మెథడ్స్ కి ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేసే క్లాస్నే కాంక్రీట్ క్లాస్ అంటారు. అండర్స్టూడ్ వాట్ ఐఎమ్ సేయింగ్? ఓకే, దట్ ఈస్ hash set is a concrete class of abstract set. Okay, now can you please tell me here, what is the concrete class of abstract list? Linked list. Very good, very good. Linked list. Because linked list is providing the implementation for all the abstract methods of abstract sequential list and also abstract list. Understood now? That is what concrete class. Okay, guys, understood? Right. So what I am telling, we are going to we are interested to right now we are interested to implement set interface, and also that can be implemented through has set. That can be implemented through has set. We will discuss later linked list. We will discuss later tree set. Don't worry. For right now, what you need to concentrate? దేని మీద కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ చేయాలి మీరు? హ్యాస్ సెట్ మీద. Till now, how many of you understand these concepts? How many of you could understand these concepts, interfaces and class? This entire thing you can say that as collection framework. This entire thing is a collection framework. Okay, these are collections. These are collections. Okay. And one more point I forgot, that collection is a super interface of collection is an interface of list, set, queue and queue, and collection is further extended from iterable interface. Iterable interface. Guys, understood? Listen this point very carefully. Collection is still extended from iterable interface. Iterable interface is an interface which provides implementation for the interface. This interface is your JVM. Your JVM provides implementation for the iterable interface. You need not provide implementation for the iterable interface. Okay, iterable interface ante entante, suppose I want to iterate all the elements of your set. Suppose I already discussed A, B, C. This is a set 1. Yes or no? So if I want to iterate, suppose any primitive elements, how will you iterate? Primitive elements ni ela iterate chestaru? If you want to print all the elements, if you want to modify all the elements of your array, how will you do that? Array. How will you print an array? For loop. Yes or no? For loop. Yes or no? So here the collection is to be iterated. The collection is to be iterated through iterator. That is I'll tell you later because I don't want to confuse all at right now. So iterable interface will help you to iterate through the collection. Please repeat along with me, everyone. Iterable interface will help you to iterate through the collections. Understand? Did everybody understand? Understood now? And okay, I'll tell you. I'll discuss that later. Okay, just a second. I'll go back. Guys, look at this. Is the screen visible to you? Is the screen visible? Is this screen visible? Have a look at this. I'm sorry. Have a look at this. If I say Java P, Java dot, that is these collections are available in util package. Collections are available in util package. Okay, and the collection is a super interface of all your collections. And did you observe collections are extends from iterable interface. Okay, and have a look at this. What are all the methods in collections? I have a size method, is empty method, contains method, and I have an iterator. The method iterator. Where did I get this method? Actually, iterator is available in iterable interface. The one and only method available in iterable interface is iterator. Iterable interface లో ఉన్న ఒకే ఒక్క మెథడ్ iterator. Okay, as I am extending, as the collection interface is extending from the iterable interface, I got the iterator method. Did you understand that relation? If I am extending any class, the parent class methods obviously I'll acquire, no? Yes or no? That is what happening here. Okay, I have two array method. I'll tell you what are all these methods. Don't worry. There is a add method, there is a remove method, there are contains all methods, add all method, remove all method, remove if, retain all. Okay, clear, equals method, hash code method, split iterator, and stream, and also palace stream. These are not much required, but what are all the important methods I used to discuss? Okay, I'll ask you one question, guys. As I'm having these many methods, these methods are of what type?
Screen on Windows
what
10.
What type of methods? Can you able to see what type of methods they are? Abstract methods. So as they are abstract methods, by default they are public and abstract, because in any interface the methods are collection interface లో ఉన్న methods కూడా ఏమవుతాయి? By default they are only abstract. Are they only abstract? Can you able to observe this one? Public and abstract. The methods in any interface are by default public and abstract. You cannot say them as private. You cannot declare them as private. Okay, is anybody wants to talk? Guys, understood what I am saying? Yes or no? Where is Jahnavi today? Is Jahnavi here? 6P. Okay. Guys, one question I want to ask you. As I'm having these many methods in the collection interface, can I have all these methods in all these interfaces? In all these interfaces, where is that figure? As collection interface is having those many methods, will these interfaces will have all those methods? Yes or no? Yes. As these set of interfaces are implementing through this set of classes, all these classes will have those methods. All these classes will have those methods or not? Yes or no? Did you understand my point? Collection interface లో ఏవైతే మెథడ్స్ ఉన్నాయో అవన్నీ ఈ సెట్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటర్ఫేసెస్ లోకి అవైలబుల్ అవుతాయి. ఈ సెట్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటర్ఫేసెస్ లో ఉన్న మెథడ్స్ అన్ని కూడా ఈ సెట్ ఆఫ్ క్లాసెస్ లో కూడా అవైలబుల్ అవుతాయి, బికాస్ దీస్ క్లాసెస్ ఆర్ ఎక్స్టెండింగ్ ఇంప్లిమెంటింగ్ దీస్ ఇంటర్ఫేసెస్. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? సో ఐ విల్ ఆస్క్ యూ వన్ థింగ్. ఈజ్ iterator method is available to how many classes and interfaces? Iterator method is available to what are all the classes and interfaces? All the classes. Very good. All the classes and all the interfaces. Because iterator is the method available in this iterable interface, no? So that as it is a super interface, this is available to all the classes and interfaces, the iterator method. Understood, no? Understood the concept, guys? Understood the concept? Very carefully you have to listen. Of course, these are quite confusing, maybe at the first time you are listening, no? So these are very quite confusing. But clearly, if you try to observe, you will understand very clearly. Once if you understand the concept of inheritances and interfaces, you will understand very easily, no? Yes or no? Right? Guys, right? Did you understand what I'm saying? Shall I go to the program directly? I'm very much scared because that I'm shouting like this. Only 2 or 3 responses are I'm getting. What about the others, guys? Are they sleeping still? If you behave like this will not work. This is very difficult for you to pass Java if you couldn't listen the class. I'm going to the program straight away. So right now I'm going to discuss all this set. Difference between STL and collection framework. STL, what? C++? That is completely different, no? There is no difference. There is no similarity actually. These many classes do we have in STL? There we have couts, there we have cins. Yes or no? There is no similarity. That is completely different. This collection framework is completely different. Do we have these many set of interfaces and at least interface concept is not even there in C++, no? Anil, understood what I'm telling you? Okay, both are different concepts. Both are different concepts. Okay, right. Shall I go to the programs, guys? I need to discuss 5 programs today because I need to complete set today. Okay. So set one. In set one program, what I'm having exactly. Before going to this set one, I just want to show one more program. Guys, listen very carefully. Listen very carefully. I'm telling you, if you don't listen very carefully, you couldn't understand even a single program. Look at this subscriber class. Subscriber class. Hmm. In subscriber class, what are all the data members I'm having? What are all the data members I'm having? Phone number and subscriber name. Okay. And what is this? I'll highlight this and you please tell me what is this. Constructor. It's a constructor, parameterized constructor. So with this parameterized constructor, I am initializing the data members. Is that okay? Okay. I'm telling you very clearly and point by point. So please don't worry. You will understand very clearly. Okay. There is a make call method. There is a receive call method. Okay. Understood? I'll talk about this later. So that I just what is that? I just commented. Okay. Now hope you understand the subscriber class. Everybody, everyone, right? Now look at this. Now look at the program, set program. This is the very first program of set because I want to implement the set interface right now. How I am providing implementation? Look at just read the comment. Just read the comment section. Program to demonstrate creation of hash set collection. It's a what type of collection it is? Hash set collection, because through the hash set only I can able to provide implementation for my set interface. Okay, okay. Ah, there is set one. Okay, right. There is a class set one. In the main method, what I am doing, can you able to see all these four statements? All these four statements. What are they? Guys, are you there or not? You need to respond very quickly. How many objects I have created? How many subscriber objects I have created? Can you please tell me? 4, 5. Only 5 students responded. Whoever there in front of your systems all have to respond. Only 5 students respond so far. How many subscriber objects? 4 subscriber objects created. And every object is assigned with phone number and name, no? The first subscriber name is? The first subscriber name is A. Second is B. C. Third subscriber C. Fourth subscriber D. Is that okay? And their respective phone numbers. Okay? Now look at this. This statement, have a look at this very carefully. Have a look at this statement very carefully. Set WS is equal to new hash set of. Set WS is equal to new hash set of. That is, did you understand this type of convention? Set. What is set here? What is set here? ఇక్కడ set అనేది ఏంటి? Forget about the subscriber. Forget about this part. I'll tell you later. This part I'll tell you later. Set WS, that is wireless subscriber. WS is wireless subscriber. Okay, there is a set called wireless subscriber set, and new hash set of. Why did I say this? Why did I say this? Set WS is equal to new hash set of. Hash set is the implemented class of implementation class of set, no? Yes or no? Creating an object for hash set. Very good, Anil. I am creating an object for hash set because the implemented class or implementation class of set is what? Just now we have seen. What is that? Just now we have seen, no? Implemented class of set is hash set, no? So that how can I create any object for this set? Set is S equal to new hash set of. Like that I need to create, no? Did everybody understand this? Yes or no? Yes or no? Hash set is implementation class of your set interface, so that I can say set WS is equal to new hash set of. Here what I have created? I just created one hash set. And what is its name? What is its name? Can you please tell me? What is its name? Very good, Anil. The name of the set is WS, and this is a hash set. New hash set. So what has created? Hash set get created. And I told you already, hash set doesn't contain duplicates. Hash set is an unordered collection of elements. These two things you need to remember. Set always doesn't contain duplicates. Number one. Number two, it contains only unordered collection of elements. Unordered collection of elements. So there is a method. Here you have add method, no? Here you have add method, no? To add any element to your collection, what method you have in your collection interface? ఏ మెథడ్ ఉంది? To add any elements. Add method I have. That add method can be used everywhere, even in the hash set class also. So because of that add method, what I am adding? What I am adding? S1. S1 is what? Subscriber object. First subscriber object. Yes or no? WS is adding S1. That is, I am adding a subscriber object to the hash set. And WS dot add of S2. That is, I am adding uh, second object, that is S2 object, to the hash set. Okay, understood now? Understood? Yes or no? Yes, okay. Guys, can you please observe what type of method it is? Add method is what type of method? What it returns? What it returns? Boolean. Yes or no? True or false? So that when that is, whether if I successfully added to the hash set, if I successfully added to the hash set, then I'll get true. Otherwise, otherwise I'll get otherwise I'll get false. Very good, very good. So that now have a look at this. In the next statement, ws dot add of s3. If I say this, what is going to be printed? What is going to be printed? I am just adding s3 here. Even s3 also added to the hash set. So true is going to be printed. If ws dot add of s4, then again s4 is added to the hash set. Then what is going to be printed? What is going to be printed? True. Now again ws dot add of s1. Again I am trying to add s1. What is going to be print? Very good. Very good. Exactly. Because what is the reason? What is the reason? Because it's a duplicate. It's a duplicate. It's already existed. Very good, 72. So that it is going to give you false. And I am printing WS here. I am printing WS here. Okay. We will just print till here. If I print any object, what you will get? What you will get, guys? If I print any object, what method is going to be printed internally? I'll ask you once again. Till here I am going to execute. Till here I am going to execute. If I am trying to, what is WS actually? What is WS actually? WS is an object of hash set. Yes or no? It's a hash set object. Very good. So when I'm trying to print any object, I told you this point many number of times. ఒక ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ని నేను ప్రింట్ చేయడానికి ట్రై చేసినప్పుడు ఏ మెథడ్ కాల్ అవుతుంది? Even in your mid examinations also, some of the bits can be asked like this. If I print any object, what is going to happen? At the time of strings, I already discussed, the toString method is going to be called. The toString method is going to be called. What is this toString method? ToString method, whenever I'm trying to print any object, ToString method is going to be called. ToString ante which is not converting to ToString. String lo convert chesed kaadu. ToString ante which gives you the information of your object, the class name of your object and the hash code of your object. Class name, this is class name. This is not any Greek and Latin, okay? Class name and hash code. Hash code. What is hash code? What is hash code? What is hash code? What is hash code? At least tell me where this method hash code is available. Unique code assigned to object. Very good, Padma Surya. Only Padma Surya is understood, na? Is there anyone? Where this okay, where this hash code method is available? Can you please tell me fast? ఈ మెథడ్ ఎక్కడ అవైలబుల్ అవుతుందమ్మా? Lang is a package, Padmasuriya. It's not a class. It's not a class. Object class, Nishita. Very good. Exactly. Object class. Huh. See, you need to refer all the concepts, otherwise you cannot understand. Whenever there is a Java class, on that day itself, evening, half an hour you need to spend. Half an hour you need to spend on the theory, and one more half an hour you need to practice the programs. Otherwise, you cannot cope up with the Java. I'm sure, I'm telling you. Ah, guys, what is object class? It's a super class of all the classes. Did you at least remember this? Did at least you remember this? ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్లాస్ అనేది సూపర్ క్లాస్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ద క్లాసెస్ అనేది అందరికి గుర్తుంది కదా. అయితే ఇక్కడ ఉన్న వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్ మెథడ్? వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్ మెథడ్? Hash code method. So this hash code method, you based on what this hash code is going to give you? Suppose if the strings are KMIT KMIT, how would be the how would be the hash code? If the strings both are KMIT and KMIT, then how would be the hash code? Is it same or different? I'm just revising. I'm just checking that how far you understand. Hash code is same. Very good, because the hash code is going to depends on equals method. Equals method kanaka same is the, if the equals method returns true, then the hash code of your both the strings is true. Okay. Then and you have equals method in object class, and you have a clone method, you have toString method. Even toString method is also in object class. Okay. And notify all, and wait method we will discuss later, and finalize method, which is taken care of the garbage collector. Okay. To clean your objects in the memory, finalize method is going to be called by your garbage collector. Okay. Understood now? So all these methods, as object is the super class of all the classes, all these methods are available or not? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Shall I execute? Shall I execute this? Shall I execute this code? Yes or no? How to execute? Did you remember at least? How to execute? Javac. What is the program? Slow. Why did the system slow? Capital S1, no? Set1.java. Okay, it is compiled. What you got, guys? What you got? Did you check the output? Did you check did you observe the output? Check the output once. See, here it is, as you said, true, true, and false. Because of this, true, true, and false. And if I'm trying to print any object, what I told, the class name at the rate, the hash code, which is in hexadecimal format, is going to be printed. The hash code, what is this actually? What are these numbers? What are these numbers? Hash codes. Hash codes of all the objects. As they are unique, you got different objects, different hash codes. I'm sorry. Okay. Very good. Understood? No. Now I'll uncomment this. One thing I want to tell you guys, when I'm trying to add method will always add the references to your what is that, references to your hash set. That is, when I'm trying to add these objects, only references will be added. Only these are references. These are not objects. Exact objects copy will not be added. But the reference is going to be added. Understood? No? Understood, everyone? Understood or not? These are references. S1, S2, S3, S4 are references. They are not objects. Okay. So if I am trying to add one more S5 dot, I am trying to add, I am creating one more object, S5. I am trying to add one more. Is this going to be added or not? Is this going to be added or not? S5. No. Just now I told you. That is the reason I told you, Anil. We can only add the references. It is not the object. It is not compares the content. Of course, the content is same with S1. S5 content is same as S5. But what are the S5 is equal to S1? S1 and S5 to equal ainda. They are both different references, no? So it will be added. It will be added. Okay? Different. They are different. And it will be added. So what you will be getting here? What you will be getting here? True. And if I am going to change this, S1 dot S name equal to Sumana. Instead of S1 dot name is S1 dot S name is A. Now I am changing A to Sumana, the name Sumana. So is this going to be reflected? Is this going to be changed? Yes or no? Is this going to be changed or not? Guys, can you please tell me? If I am trying, did you understand this statement? Did you understand this statement? If I am trying to change the name of one of the object like this, is that going to be happened or not? Yes, because what we have added, we just added the references. నాకు ఒక అడ్రస్ తెలిస్తే ఒక రెఫరెన్స్ తెలిస్తే I can do what are all the modifications I can do, no? I want to do, no? Yes or no? So this is going to be changed. And if I'm trying to print, what is going to happen? What is going to happen? Have a look at this. Have a look at this. I'll change. Shritika, connect the charger. Guys, can you please tell me? Can you please look at this? I'll just clear this. I'll just, okay, I'll just clear only this. Okay, right. Now, have a look at this. What you have, you just added S5. There is no problem. You just added S5 to the object. If you are trying to print, if you are trying to print, where is S2? Uh, okay, because I couldn't, five objects were added, no? One, two, three, four, and five. Yes or no? Yes or no? Did you understand? Fifth object also added, right? Right, yes or no? Guys, can you able to understand? Can you able to understand what I'm saying? Huh, understood no? Listen very carefully. I can able to add and even I can show the output when I'm trying to print the WS object. But now if I print like this, I couldn't find which object is belongs to S1, which object belongs to S2, which object belongs to S3. I couldn't find. Yes or no? Did you observe that? I couldn't distinguish which object belongs to which hash code. Yes or no? Yes or no? They are also unordered. Of course, they are unordered. And also, I couldn't distinguish which object is that. If I look at this object, I couldn't understand is this object S2 or S1 or S3 or S4, S5. Okay, understood? No, I am telling what I am telling. Understood? No. ఇలా ఒక ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ని దాని హ్యాష్ కోడ్ ని చూసినప్పుడు ఏ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ S2 ఏ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ S3 అర్థమవుతుందా అమ్మా? కెన్ యూ ఏబుల్ టు రికగ్నైజ్? నో. సో దాట్ యాక్చువల్లీ దిస్ ఈస్ హ్యాపెన్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ వాట్? యాక్చువల్లీ ఇది ఇలా ప్రింట్ అవడానికి కారణం ఏంటి? వాట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ టు బి ప్రింటెడ్ లైక్ దిస్? ఎందుకు ఇలా ప్రింట్ అవుతున్నాయి? వెన్ ఐఎమ్ ట్రైంగ్ టు ప్రింట్ అనే ఆబ్జెక్ట్ వాట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి కాల్డ్? ఒక ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ని ప్రింట్ చేస్తే ఇంటర్నల్లీ వాట్ మెథడ్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి కాల్డ్? జస్ట్ నౌ ఐ టోల్డ్ no toString method. Only some of you are answering because where are the other people, guys? toString method. This is happened because of toString method. కాబట్టి నేను ఏం చేస్తాను? యాజ్ దిస్ కోడ్స్ ఆర్ కమింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ toString method, can I override toString method in my required format? This class name and hash code are because of toString method. So can I override toString method? Yes or no? Can I override? This toString method is also available from object class, no? ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్లాస్ లోంచి కదా toString మెథడ్ వస్తుంది. అంటే నా ఈ set1 క్లాస్ కూడా ఇట్ ఈస్ ద derived క్లాస్ ఆఫ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్లాస్ ఆర్ నాట్? అవునా కదా? Is it true or no? Yes. So that can I undoubtedly 100% can I override that or not? I can override. I can override in my required format. Yes or no? Can you understand what I am saying? So how I am overriding this? This toString method return type is string, of course, and how I am overriding is whenever I am trying to print any object, the toString method to be executed in this manner. How? The S name colon phone number and a student name and also colon and also phone number it has to be printed. So that by that I can understand which object is that, which object are there in the hash set collection. Understood? No? Did everybody understand how I am overriding? Is it not overriding? Is it not overriding? ఎస్ నో అది ఓవర్ రైడింగే కదా. ఎలా ఓవర్ రైడ్ చేసినా నాకు ఎలా ప్రింట్ అవ్వాలి అంటే సబ్స్క్రైబర్ అని క్లాస్ @ హ్యాష్ కోడ్ అని ప్రింట్ అవ్వద్దు. బికాస్ ఐ కుడెంట్ అండర్స్టాండ్ విచ్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఈస్ దాట్. సో దట్ హౌ ఐఎమ్ డూయింగ్ టు రికగ్నైజ్ దట్ వాట్ ఈస్ దట్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్, ఐ జస్ట్ వాంట్ టు ఓవర్ రైడ్ దట్ మెథడ్ విత్ ఇట్స్ నేమ్ అండ్ ఫోన్ నెంబర్ ఇన్ దిస్ ఫార్మాట్. ఈస్ దట్ ఓకే? ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? నౌ ఐల్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్. Look at this. Now have a look at the execution. Have a look at the execution. Now did you find how I am getting this? How I am getting the result of the object, when I'm trying to print an object, how the result is? How the result is? Understood? No, guys. Understood or not? Huh. If you observe, even it is changed to Sumana. Yes or no? If I'm trying to s1 dot s name, if I'm trying to change the name of s1 object, a to be changed to Sumana. And if you observe, they are not in one order. A, B, C, D. Are they in order? Are they in order? They are not in order. They are not at all in any order. Unordered list. Very good. They are unordered list. Okay. Very good. Yes. Hmm. Hmm. Guys, did everybody understand this output? Did everyone understand this output? Yes or no? How they are unordered? How they are, the two string method is overridden? How, if I want to change the name of the one particular object, is that happening? Yes, it is happening because the references is added to the hash list. The reference is added to the hash list. Hope you understand how it is storing. How it is storing means, as it is a hash list, hash set is based on hash function. Do you know hash function? Do you have any hash functions in your C programming? Do you know hashing? Hashing తెలుసా మీకు? Yes, no? Hashing, we know that. Yes or no? Based on hash functions, this hash set is going to add these elements to your list. These elements to your, sorry, not list, no, your set. Okay, based on the hash code, these objects will be added to your hash set. Okay, and you can add at least one null to your hash set. You can add at least one null to your hash set. Okay, right. Very good. Hope you understand, guys. Right? Did everyone understand how what is set one? Huh. Look at the second program, guys. Look at the second program. Look at the second program very clearly. Okay. This is the program to demonstrate iterator. Are you with me? Yes. Are you with me? Are you listening? Are you listening? Yes. Okay. This is the program to describe about iterator. Okay. What is iterator and all we will see. Okay. Here also I am adding 4 objects. And here I am creating a hash set here. There is a hash set. Okay. This is my hash set. This is my hash set. Its name is WS. Okay. Very good. Now I am adding S1 to S4. I am adding S1, S2, S3, S4. Okay. Okay. Right. As I am adding S4. Now I am just printing the object. I am just printing this WS. I am just printing the WS. Okay. That is, I am just printing the object. Now please look at this very carefully. How I am creating a iterator How I am creating an iterator? Please look at this. Iterator I is equal to ws dot iterator of. This is the statement you need to remember. Iterator. What is iterator here? Can you please tell me? What is iterator? Yes. Ah, very good. It's like a pointer. It's a iterator pointer. It's an iterator. By this, you will create an I pointer. I is an iterator pointer which points to your WS. Which points to your WS. Okay. Which points to your WS. And if you think like this, listen. I is a iterator pointer which points to your has set. Okay. WS. Okay. Here it is. Suppose maybe mm, we will draw like this. Then you will understand clearly. You will understand. Okay. In any order they are S1, S2, maybe S4 because they are unordered. S3. Okay. Now iterator pointer will just point to your WS just on top of the first element. Just on top of the first element. Okay. Is that okay, guys? Okay. Iterator. This iterator this iterable class is always having. This iterator is having three methods. What are the methods? Has next method, and remove method. This iterator is having only three methods. What are they? Has next method, remove method. Okay? Is that okay? Yes or no? Guys, yes or no? Listen very carefully. If how I am iterating through all these statements, why don't I use for loop? Why I need to use iterator? Why can't I use for loop? WS is an object. These are collections. What is missing? What is required for the for loop to iterate through your array? ఒక arrayని iterate చేయాలంటే ఏది కావాలి ఒక for loop కి? What is required? Index. But do we have any index over here? Do we have any indexes for these collections? Yes or no? No. For that reason, I cannot use for loop to iterate through this set. ఈ సెట్ని నేను ఫర్ లూప్ యూస్ చేసి ఇటరేట్ చేయలేను. ఫర్ దిస్ రీజన్, but of course I can use for each. Do you know what is for each? Yes or no? I can use for each, but can I do modification through for each? Can I do any modifications through for each? I can only display. Understood? No. I can even display this collection set through for each, but I cannot modify. I cannot remove a particular element. I cannot rename. I cannot rename one of the objects name to another name. I cannot do any modifications through for each. Did you understand? Yes or no? So for that reason, I am using iterator. Okay. Guys, where are you? Are you exhausted? Huh? Look at this. How I am iterate? Oh, I just even rub this. Sorry. Okay. While I dot has next, that is your iterator will check whether I'm having a next or not, whether I'm having a next element or not. If I'm having a next element or not, here in this case, am I having next element or not? Yes, no? Yes, no? So your iterator point will move to the first element of your set, one of the element of your list. Then what it is going to do is, then I dot next is going to retrieve one of your object of your collection. That is whatever the object is there, that is to be retrieved, that is to be retrieved. And one more thing, guys, this next element, this next method will return superclass object type, superclass object type object. Okay, understood now? Guys, did you understand? Did you understand? That is the reason I am typecasting to subscriber here. Actually, what I have to retrieve here, S2 is a subscriber object. But because of this I dot next method returns what type of an object? It's a superclass type of an object. So its return type is object superclass type object. So again, what I have to do before assigning to the S, I need to what I have to do? Can you please tell me? I am doubting whether you are here or not. What I have to do? I need to typecast. After typecasting only, I can able to save it to the yes. Now I am checking. My intention is to remove whenever there is a name is matching with the C. I want to remove this S3 if the name of the object is matched with C. If S dot S name is equal to C, then you need to remove. Initially it is S2. Is S2 dot name is equal to C? Is equal to C? Guys, listen. Initially, what is there? Suppose as it is unordered, we'll think just it is S2. S2 name B is B equal to C. C to say it's equal in the so remove method will not be executed. Yes or no? So otherwise, what you need to print? You need to concatenating your phone number. What is your phone number? 4666677. 666677. What you are doing here? Can you please tell me, anybody? What you are doing to your phone number? Adding to, concatenating to, not adding. It's a concatenating to. How this number to be become? How this is going to be become? 2 finally say 66626666 77. That is ఆ సి కనుక మ్యాచ్ అవ్వకపోతే ఎలా ప్రింట్ చేయాలంటే నాకు దిస్ ఈస్ హౌ యూ నీడ్ టు ప్రింట్ మై ఫోన్ నంబర్ బై కంకాటినేటింగ్ విత్ 2. ఓకే, అండర్స్టూడ్ నో? Again while loop, again it will go for next iteration. Okay, I dot has next, it will check whether this is having next element or not. This is having next element or not. Yes, it is true. So what is going to happen? The pointer will move here, so that element, what is that element? I dot next, S1 is going to be retrieved. And it is again will check whether the name is equal to C or not. No, it is not. So again it is to be concatenated with, the phone number is concatenated with 2. Again, next time, is I dot has next, is it having any more element? Is it having next element? Yes. So that the next will point to the iterator pointer will move to third element. So that the S4 is D. Is the name D is equal to C? No, it will not be removed. Again concatenation will happen. Again while loop. I dot has next. Is it having next element? Yes, it is true. So that the pointer is going to be moved to here, and S3 is going to be returned. And now S3, what is the name of S3? What is the name of S3? What is the name of S3 object? C. So is it C is going to be matched with this? Yes or no? This one. Yes. So that I dot remove. That is this element, this particular element to be removed from your set. Remove from your set. And next time is I dot has next. Is it having any more elements here? Iterator will check, is there any more element? Is there element? No. So it returns what? It returns what here? It returns false. Very good. So while loop is going to be break. It comes out of the while loop. It is going to print the WS object. Understood, everyone? Yes or no? Did everyone understand the iterator? Yes or no? Ah, very good. So this is how you can add subscriber objects to your hash set, and also this is how you can iterate through your what is that? Through your set, and you can print, you can remove, you can do whatever the modification you can. Did you understand why we cannot use for loop here? Only iterator can be used. Only iterator can be used, or else for each can be used only to print. For each loop can be used only to print. Okay, guys, still I need to discuss 3 more programs today, but already it is 40. So that I'll discuss only one program, that is today's task. I want to give 2 tasks. This is the task I want to give, guys. Please look at this. Please have a look at this. What is this program is? Look at this very carefully. Everyone look at this. Sorry, this is not. Shall I execute this? Once I'll execute this and then I'll tell you. Is C is removed or not? Is object S3 is removed or not? Yes, no? This is how you will be getting. Okay, fine. Now my intention is to explain this. Which one? Today's task. What is that? Hash set insertion deletion. Write a Java program to add strings into an hash set, then remove the specified element from the hash set and display the hash set. You need to add strings to your hash set. You need to remove specified elements. You need to remove, and also you need to display the hash set. This is what you have to do. What type of strings you need to add to your program? Look at this once. Initially, you need to read the size of the set. The size of the set is 5, and enter the elements. What are the elements I am adding? 5 string elements I am adding. 5 string elements I am adding. That is, from the user, how will you add? How will you take the input from the user? Any string? Scanner class use to see. What is the method? Next line is for string. Only word, no? One single string word, no? It's not a one single statement. Okay? Next method, sc.next. Very good. Small n. It's not capital. Okay? sc.next. Now after reading the elements, I'm just printing. Okay? Very good. Then I want to take the element from the user which is to be deleted. Okay, I just want to delete iPhone. Again, you need to print the updated set after deletion. So what is to be deleted? This is to be after deletion. This is your output. Okay. Have a look at this. Have a look at this, guys. I'm reading the size. I'm creating a hash set object here. I am asking the user to give the elements. Through the for loop, I am just adding the elements to the set, that is hash set. Okay. And I am printing the set. I'm just printing set1. If I am printing set1 as it is string, this is going to be string. In string, already toString method is overridden. Yes or no? String lo already overridden, toString method overridden ayyundi string class lo, so that you need not overridden toString again here. Indaka previously we have overridden toString because they are objects. They are subscriber objects. That is our own objects. Here they are string objects. Yes or no? This set1 is of type. What type of is this? I forgot to ask you, what is this? Why did I mention that? Why did I mention that, guys? What we can call that as? If I mention that is an angular braces, what we can call that? Angular braces lo mention cheste danni emantaru. We have seen this in the second unit, last part we have seen. No. Generics. Very good, 6W. It's a generic. That is type safety we can provide through generics. No, after JDK 1.5 I can mention this, because if I mention along with your set, only string objects can be allowed to your hash set. If I'm trying to add any other integer object or any double object, any float object, any subscriber object, I cannot. The compiler will stop you. Compiler stop చేస్తుంది. So I need to maintain this generics. Yes or no? That is the string type I need to mention along with the hash set. Understood? No? So as I mentioned string, already toString method is overridden in the string class. I need not overridden the toString here. Just like that I can print set1. If I print set1, toString method is going to be called. That is how your input is coming like this. You are getting input like this. Otherwise, how will you get your output? String class లో toString method కనుక overridden చేయకపోతే మీకు అవుట్పుట్ ఎలా వచ్చుండేది? స్ట్రింగ్ క్లాస్ లో ఆల్రెడీ toString method ని overridden చేశారు. So that this is how you are getting the output. Otherwise, how will you get the output? Class name @hashcode. Very good, Rohit. Rohit, where are you till now? Where are you? Guys, these are very related to class only, no? But I didn't see your responses so far. Okay, understood, no? After that, you need to ask your user to enter the element to be deleted. So from that, you can enter iPhone here, and the updated set also you can print. Updated set after deletion you can print through your iterator. How will you do this? Use this iterator. Iterator I equal to set1 dot iterator of, and use this while loop like this. Has next method. In has next method, n is capital. Next method, no need of capital. Understood, everyone? Did everyone understood this? So I am expecting there are 45 students in this class right now. I am expecting everybody has to do this program. Only one program I am giving, because I did not cover set 3, 4, 5 programs. I am only giving one program. Right now you have to do. Only 5 minutes we have. I'll close this after